Well, Senator Elizabeth Warren is now calling for the Justice Department to look into investigation into anti-competitive practices by the poultry industry as turkey prices soar ahead of the Thanksgiving Day holiday. Reaction now from former McDonald's USA CEO Ed Rensi. Ed, great to see you. What do you make of Senator Warren's attack on turkey farmers?
Well, I think she's a little bit late and a dollar short. The fact of the matter is the Justice Department launched an investigation in 2016 on price fixing and settled the final amount with Tyson's Foods, which denied any complicity in this in the early part of 2021. Pilgrim's Pride was at the nexus of that and was fined $105 million, and I think Tyson was somewhere around $225 million. I know this supply chain very well, and I can tell you it is not as simple as Elizabeth Warren pretends it to be. Food prices for chicken, poultry, turkey is up about 35% because of a soybean shortage. Additionally, diesel fuel prices are up 67%. We got a shortage of trucks, shortage of workers, shortage of truck drivers. All of that transportation issue plays into all this, and I think Warren's statements, desire, and wishes for an investigation is a deflection away from the severe bad economic policy of Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Every move he makes is destroying this economy, and it's really defeating the purpose of what he's trying to do. We could have a great green economy if we put our best minds to it and work at it intelligently, but you can't bully anybody into anything in this country. We like being led, not managed.
Well, they're looking for a boogeyman, Ed. You know that. They're looking for somebody to blame for the prices, and they're trying to deflect blame from themselves, so they go to the producers. But as you say, I mean, frankly, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. It's the labor shortage. A lot of that has to do with Biden policies. It's the pandemic, of course, because starting up an economy from essentially zero at one point has a lot of problems. And you mentioned the soybean problems. So it's a lot of stuff. It's not just, but they're looking just for one boogeyman to put it all on.
Well, it's a false statement from the very beginning. It's not an intelligent discussion in any way, shape, or form. It's like Biden punishing the oil industry in the United States and then begging the global oil industry to bring us out of the doldrums. It's insane thinking that. You know, for him to open up the oil reserves, that's 0.5 of 1 day of the world usage. It's just insane the way they approach these problems.
Let me quickly switch to restaurants if I can, because they have had one thing after another, as you well know. The lockdowns, crime played into their businesses, inflation, the labor shortage, and of course vaccine mandates more recently. What's the latest? Is there any light at the end of the tunnel for them?
Well, you know, restaurant owners and operators are really living their lives for great hospitality, and they find their ways around these problems as much as they possibly can. But it's getting to be a real burden. We've had, 8-9% increases in sales, but I can tell you right now, I'm looking at transactions. Transactions are really the true understanding of growth in the restaurant and hospitality industry. And transactions have flattened out and started to decline, even though sales continue to go up because of inflation. And we're very quickly headed for stagflation. I can see it already in the sense that restaurants are charging more and more and customers are buying less and less. Just one fact, the price increase in fuel has caused the disposable income of the typical family about $1,450 in the past year. Their food away from home budget's about $4,500. That's almost 35% of the total food away from home budget is being allocated to fuel just to live. I mean, you know, that does not bode well long term for the hospitality industry, and Biden is at the crux of this.
And we haven't talked about taxes and regulations, which are both increasing. We still don't know exactly what the tax plan is, but you can bet it's going to hit small businesses hardest. They're the ones there, and particularly the franchisees, because they're the folks who take their profit as personal income. So once those personal income taxes go up, they're going to get killed.
Well, that's a very, very scary thing from my point of view, because the franchisees have been having a pretty good year the last year because of the way they reset their businesses with deliveries, drive-throughs, digital, and what have you. But these income taxes, if they're projected the way I've seen the projections, if they come true, these guys are working on 8-9% margin in their restaurants, and you're looking at maybe a 20-25% drop in that margin because of state, local, and federal taxes. Because when the feds go up, the states follow, the counties follow, and with this inflation, property taxes are up, payroll taxes are up. It's just incredible the amount of government interference in the laws of supply and demand right now.
Ed Rensi, we got to go. I'm way over time here, but I final question. Anybody you see in the administration who understands these basic issues of running a business that you're talking about and you know so well?
Yeah, Larry Kudlow. Whoop, wrong administration.
No, I'm afraid. But nobody, I mean, have you talked to them? Have they called you? Is there any communication between the administration and folks that are on the ground doing business?
Absolutely not. They'd never call me except if they wanted a campaign contribution, because I don't believe in their philosophy.
Ed Rensi, a pleasure to talk to you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for being here.
You as well.